Hello again everybody, welcome back to Matthew's Modelling. Now right, as promised, we have an update and some news on the progress of the Hornby Sentinels. So first up we have my yellow variant old project. Excuse me. Said in the last video that I was tinkering with the light fitting and the battery. Before, if you remember, there was a permanently attached box fan, NCB box van, that had a battery mounted inside. Well, I've done away with that, and we now have a small watch battery mounted underneath the loco. So this now runs on its own as a single unit. They've come in a bit closer, and we shall hopefully focus. There we go. There you can see the loco is just now on its own. So it didn't turn out to be the simplest of conversions. Turns out little watch batteries don't like being soldered to, and I think I destroyed two in the process of trying to mount it under there, you know, properly. So it's now fitted under there with duct tape and some tin foil, which has been the only method that I managed to quickly come up with whilst getting a bit cross with the soldering. So the battery is permanently fitted, one wire is permanently attached, and then the other wire is just held down with a bit of duct tape, and then as and when I use it I can just peel the tape back and remove the wire and then put it away. So I'm not too fussed about that. You know, the main thing was to get it running on its own again without the faffing around of wires going between the loco and the box fan. So yeah, I'm back to a nice flashing yellow Sentinel, what I always wanted. So if I just remove this one out of the way for now, because you know we have all seen that one before a long time ago, and we'll get to the other ones that I was working on. So in case you can't remember, I purchased a spare Hornby Sentinel body, but it came without the Sentinel side plates along the running, you know, along the side of the chassis, which then prompted me to purchase a whole new red bitumen Sentinel. So that left me with one chassis but two bodies to model. Now I'll show you this one first. Well, you'll see why in a minute. Now also, if you remember, I'd said that I needed to think of two liveries that would go together with the side plates that are mounted to the chassis, and I'd always had one livery planned for a Sentinel, which isn't this first one you'll see, but you'll understand in a second. And to go with that, this livery that you're about to see was really the only one that I could think of that would work well enough with it. And I'm very happy with how it's turned out. Now I'll have to manoeuvre it by hand because I've got more than one loco on the track ready to show you. But if I just bring it in, here we have a white Sentinel. So yeah, there you go. Now funnily enough, I've always wanted a white shunter, and I saw one a long time ago. I think it was a class 03. I'm not sure if it was on a leaflet for some railway, but yeah, it had a white 03, and I thought that was pretty cool. And then always in the back of my head, I wanted a white loco. And then whilst doing this little Sentinel project, you can probably tell, looking at these side plates on here, what the other livery might be for the next body. But a white just seemed a good contrast to go with what you know, I'd originally planned. So we've gone for all over white, simple industrial maroon number on the cab side, black side plates, black grills front and back, and then I've also picked out the axle boxes in yellow. I obviously sprayed the whole chassis because that was red from the bitumen livery. So we sprayed all that to get a black chassis and black side plates. You may also tell, let's turn it around, just give you a view from both sides. You may also tell that this has also an LED on the top now. This was another accident. We'd been using at my work some little battery operated tea lights over Halloween for inside pumpkins, and I managed to lift a couple, stripped them down and used them. Well, I was going to use them for fires and things like that, but I thought maybe one would look good, you know, on the top of this Sentinel. So this is actually a flickering LED. Hopefully you can just make out on the camera that it is flickering. And I thought that might give a cool look of maybe a bulb going, you know, just another old light fitting, which I think it does. I'm quite happy with it. And overall it gives a good appearance. Now that white livery is weathered, again, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's covered in black washes and it looks so good. So good. Lighter colours are far easier to weather for me than darker colours, and all the recesses and things like that and details are just picked out in black. There's black streaking up and down the body, and it just came out really well. So, you know, the little dicky light on the top and the black weathering all over it, it's a simple livery, but I think it just works well. You know, it's a simple livery on a hard working loco. Still a bit dirty and grimy here and there, but obviously in better condition than its yellow counterpart. Just zoom out, we'll just try and get them next to each other. We'll just have a couple of flashing Sentinels. But yeah, so it's not, as you can see with the yellow one, it's not a full-on flash and it is a flicker, but yeah, two flashing locos. But yeah, so that's the first body. So what I'll do now is I'll just cut it here. And I'll remove the white body. Oh, which I should just add, that flickering LED is actually all soldered up to its own switch unit in there. So there's a battery, a switch and an LED all fitted together. So when I remove that white body, I can also remove the LED from out of the cab. And then when I put this second body on, there's no flashing light inside there. So yeah, give me a second, I'll switch the bodies over and we can have a look at the next one, which, may I just add, is by far my favourite. So bear with me. Right, okay, that was a little body snatching task done. And there it is. Here is the last Sentinel body to show you. And as you can see, and if you hadn't guessed from the white one, this one is all over black. So I've got one black, one white, a nice contrast. Hopefully understand what I meant by the white body needing something to go. It needed a livery to go with regards to the side plates, and I think I get away with it with the black. Plus it obviously keeps in with this livery. Now this livery I've always wanted to do on a Sentinel, all over black with that lovely Railtech transfers for the NCB lettering and numbers, and yeah, very smart in my opinion. Really suits it. Long-term subscribers will remember my pannier tank project that I did in a identical livery pretty much. I've had the pair together and yeah, they go well. They look really smart together. So yeah, there it is. I've tried to do something a little bit different with the number. Instead of having it directly underneath the NCB lettering, I've just offset it a little bit, and obviously the overhead transfer just to break up the black, because it is quite black. But I think it all works with the addition of the yellow axle boxes as well. It just looks mega smart to me, really smart, and I'm really happy with it. By far my favourite out of all the Sentinel projects I've done. But I can safely say that is it for Sentinels for the time being, unless any more come along. But for now, yeah, I think that's taken the total collection of Sentinels up to 5. So yeah, we're doing alright for Sentinels. If there will be another one, it will be one with the side rod. I don't actually have one with the side rod yet, so who knows, maybe. But yeah, that's it. Sentinels done. Next video, keep a lookout for. Well, let's just say it's one of the projects that was in the previous video. So the video where it was looking at projects to come. It's going to feature one of those 3 locos from that video, so if you like the look of them, keep an eye out. But as always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think to what's going on in this video, and I'll speak to you next time. Thank you, bye bye.